Hey, bye, welcome back to my channel. This is episode 9 of Stargirl from season 3. A lot of fun stuff happened in this episode. I really love how this was focus on the grandparents of Cameron, Lily, and I forgot his name. But yeah, it was mostly about the fact that Lily doesn't approve of Cameron's artwork and just basically wants Cameron to she's really bothered by Courtney. So she feels like Cameron is being distracted by her because of all the stuff that they're going through the Blue Valley, and the fact that Jordan's not in Cameron's life anymore. So, and the house is actually really cool. I love the art pieces. I'm pretty sure most of them are Cameron's, except for the photo of him and Jordan and Cameron's mom. But yeah, otherwise, the set's awesome. But in this episode, we see that the fact that Courtney and Pat comes back from Helix, so Pat feels a little bit, relieved that he's home, but at the same time he feels he's still thinking about Mike, and the fact he's still bothered by the fact that Mike isn't really his life that much in the way it used to be. And we see that, which we'll get back to in a bit, and we see that upstairs we see the fact that Yolanda's basically staying with Barbara and in Connie's house. So Connie and Yolanda really find their way back to because of Yolanda and being inside the house. We're seeing of Connie, they're able to, the friendship is now more closer, and despite the circumstances that Yolanda has been through with her mom. So I really appreciate the fact that they're starting to be there for each other again. I feel like that's necessary because Courtney and really cares about Yolanda and the team. So, and Yolanda has the fact that she just wants to get away from her mom because she feels that her mom would never understand her being part of the GSA or any of it. And honestly, she's right, And I remember a few episodes back, Yolanda was talking to Bev about the fact that, she would never have her parents be involved in the GSA things. And similar to Bev, which I'll get to about how we'll mention Bev a bit later in the episode, back with Pat and Barbara, they talked about Mike and the fact that we all give more details about his past of Mike and his mom, and the fact that his mom basically abandoned Mike, and the fact that at the same time Mike wanted to, since he was little, he wanted to know the mom, so he was asking Pat if he can see her, and he eventually stopped, and then basically he just kind of moved on in the Shadowlands. And Mike said that he hates Pat, and I don't believe that's true. I feel like that Pat would never. I don't feel like that would never happen. Maybe, yeah, for me, Mike would feel upset, but I feel like he would be maybe relieved the fact that maybe not relieved, but maybe a little bit more intrigued to the fact that Pat is maybe not bringing up his mom, but then conversation about that, so he didn't feel that there's a possibility he can see her. If that happens, would the mom want to see her? Then, which reminds me of the movie Shazam. Yolanda was asked by Connie about support about Cameron finding out about the GSA and all these things. Bev and Rick find out in school, and then even Bev doesn't think that's a good idea that Cameron should know. And then Rick is, as angry and upset he is, the idea he will support Connie, and he says that he don't say he didn't warn you or anything like that. So feels that Rich is also not feeling well, and I feel like maybe maybe the rest of the GSA tryna notice he's not really feeling like himself. Mike and Jakeem or out there trying to find more clues like they always do. But after they deliver the newspaper, because the newspaper is rather something they have to do. So I love how the Mike has a little friend who's around him. Maybe people just need somebody to hang out with, so that's great that Kim is with them. And also not only that they try to find clues, maybe they're also trying to find Cindy to recruit her for the All Stars. And so we go to in the streets of sidewalk where Yolanda, Beth, and Rick are talking about Beth on where her gargoyles defended. The Mahkent house is the next taller, not taller, but there's a possibility they have the CCTV is inside the house. And in the meantime, we see that Pat is looking up Mike's mom on the internet, and Crusher is trying to ask why, and then I really love that he's supporting Pat there because, and I really believe that he is trusted. That Crusher to be trusted now. There's a scene with Barbara and Paula in a bar scene in the gym, basically. Paula wants Barbara to learn how to defend herself, and just in case she comes across any danger, Paula's really being supportive of her, and Barbara calls her a friend, and that's really touching to Paula because she feels that she doesn't really have friends, and yeah, it feels that it felt that way when she spoke to Barbara about that. Yeah, I really love the friendship that I really believe that Paula and Barbara are having a wonderful friendship. I really see a lot within them, and Barbara, well, is really supportive of her. Cameron's art teacher wants to visit Lily and the grandfather because Cameron doesn't do art anymore, and he's trying to figure out why, and basically trying to find out what's going on, and then one thing led to another, and then Lily just kills the art teacher and throws him in the trash bin. We see Lily kill the dude, but not throw him in the bin. But overall, that's something that they point out. Courtney and Cameron are there and trying to talk to each other, and then they talk about the snow. Cameron mentions the snow globe, about the fact that he was doing the snow globes by Jordan whenever he was out, and we all know that that's when he was doing ISA stuff with his team. Lily Watson is Courtney and her friends were the ones who basically killed Jordan, and then Rick just busts the wall out of nowhere, and then they start to fight, and Courtney tells Cameron that that's Rick, and then the fight happens, and it's intense, and then Yolanda jumps in and attacks Lily, and then they try, and like she's using her ice powers on Yolanda, and she slips and falls, but with her claws she's able to climb, basically to fight Lily, and then Bev is trying. Bev is there also trying to fight the grandfather, and then in the middle of all this we see that Bev has a phone call from her father, and from a burner phone, and the guy goes say, Dad, meaning that as if it was her dad's phone. That's a little bit weird that it would be that way. It was that unknown number, and then you hear the dad's voice, and then they talk about the suit, but the fact that she's able to use the suit to fight for her, which is okay. And then I guess, but it would have been better they were. It's not like that they brought up sooner because the parents were the one who were taught to the original daughter Nider, and they were talking about the way the suit works. So it's not like they could have done it earlier, but it's just weird that they called during the time when Beth was actually needing the suit, so needing the suit to fight, during a battle. And then the grandfather was fighting her, and actually was trying to defeat her, and then out of nowhere, Artemis shows up and crashes through a window and fights the dude. Unless Artemis was watching the JSA from afar and following them. I don't know how she was able to find out where the Mahkents are. Not where they are, but why the JSA was inside the Mahkent house. It's that she just showed up out of nowhere. The grandfather starts having a heart attack, and then Beth saves him. And Cameron really defeats Rick, and even Rick accidentally hits Courtney, pushes through for a wall, and then was really brutal. After the fight, we learned that Lily tells Cameron the truth about Jordan, the fact that Courtney and her team were responsible for Jordan's death, which really pissed Cameron off. And then we're back with Jakeem and Mike with their final gorilla, which is in a farm, so at night, so that must be fun for him, for Mike. The gorilla growls at him, which scares Jakeem and Mike away, and then we go back to the police where the person is, and it's definitely not the Mahkent house, even though Beth thought it was. So not only did they not did the bad guy, they made things a little bit worse for themselves, especially where he felt like he didn't fight was actually really awesome. I gotta admit, it's just that the thing with Rick and Limiter being removed, it really Sam off in a horrible path, and he probably feels guilty that he hurt Courtney by accident. That's what the episode ends. So overall, I love this episode. I really feel that I feel like it was time for Cameron to starting to know the truth about that. I really hope that I said in last review that maybe they should have brought the Pat and Mike and mother storyline a little bit sooner, but now it's picking up. It's leaning towards somewhere. Hopefully they're able to do something with it, And I heard that their show filmed 2 separate endings because we got canceled. Overall, I hope you enjoyed this review. I'll see all of you soon for episode 10. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram to find out when I post and any updates. And also, don't forget, if you're interested in listening to this, I am on Anchor, where you can listen to the podcast, and hopefully you'll have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon.